2018, which means 9 days has passed since the Super Bowl festival has started, and tomorrow will be the last day. And I have to say, I'm actually quite proud of myself for once. I'm still a failure, but the whole point of going to this Super Bowl festival was to use this chance to challenge my social anxiety. Now, from the very beginning, my plan was to go at the beginning and at the end of the festival. So I already went there once, and which was on opening day, and it was pretty amazing. I mean, opening night had the lady who sung "Let It Go" from Frozen there. I can never get her name right. I believe it's Idina. So I got to saw her, although I was pretty much almost towards the back of where the concert area is. And they have a bunch of activities and stuff, but I just go there for the concert and to shake up my social anxiety. And so I went again yesterday. And I think I did a little bit better this time, but it was more frightening. Because, I was actually scared before I even got there. Because on the light rail, things got, the light rail got crowded pretty damn fast. And also, I forgot to mention in my last vlog that because I was using this chance to shake up my social anxiety, I was also using it as a chance to use the Super Bowl festival as a chance to use it as a depression walk. So I want to kind of show what my record was for that. Where are you? Right. Here we go. So yes, this my Nintendo 3DS records the steps that I take, and since I've been recording it, so far I've taken 120,696 steps, as a total. But let's see. Now, my original goal was to do 5,000 steps per depression walk, but I've since raised that to 7,000. And since yesterday was when I went back, I should only go back one day. Exactly. So although my goal was 7,000, I actually reached 10,088. So let's go back to the 26. Right, and my goal there was 9,138. So I more than met my goal. So I'm very happy with that. So yeah, I actually used this opportunity to get my depression walk out of the way and challenge my social anxiety. Now, as for yesterday, I was able to take a few more pictures, but unfortunately I forgot that basically I forgot to charge this camera, and after taking only a few pictures, it died on me, which was so disappointing because this time I was actually at the front. I mean, there was a few rows of people in front of me, but I was in the front, so I had a better shot of taking a video of the actual concert. And so I will be going on closing night just to use one more shot at challenging my social anxiety. But besides that, I actually ate food there. I didn't do it the first time I was there, but I had some, what was it? It was cinnamon and brown sugar waffles, which was pretty damn good, I have to say myself. And then, which which was amazing, because I still stayed there for a while, but I didn't stay as long because my battery was dead, and I wanted to film more stuff, because stuff like this doesn't happen every day, and I need to record it to, be a part of my memory. At least say one good thing has happened to me, because typically nothing but bad things always happen to me. But here's the thing, I want to actually, so there's a news station that's in downtown Minneapolis. I forgot what, I'm not sure if it's Care 11 or not, or another channel, but there is a Minneapolis news station that airs there, and I forgot it was even there. So I noticed that a group of people were outside by the window, and I was looking through it to see what they were looking at, and they were actually filming a news broadcast live at the time. So I'm standing in the back. I didn't wave or anything. I'm still allergic to happiness, so I don't do all that energetic crap like waving like everyone else did. So I want to actually see if I should be seen there, because there were a couple of times when the camera shoots, the reporters, you can see behind them, which was the people in the background, and so I should be seen there. So I want to see if I was actually seen, in the background, because that would mean I was on television, at least for a few minutes. So this was an extra social anxiety challenge for me that I did pass, because I actually stayed there for at least 5 minutes or so. So I think I did slightly better. But oh crap, I almost forgot. So backtracking, the reason why I got nervous before even going there is because the light rail was just getting full, and just 2 to 3 steps or stops before I was supposed to get off, a huge crowd of guys from the University of Minnesota just came crowding in, and they literally, you couldn't move. I was sitting down, but if I was standing up in the aisle, you couldn't move anywhere. And I had my face down in my game the whole time, because I just froze. So I still was a nervous wreck, but I still did it. And what I like about this Super Bowl festival is that it's giving me, like, I'm not a confident person. I still think I'm ugly. I still think I'm a loser. I still think mental health will always make me a loser. But it did give me enough confidence to continue fighting. And I was even thinking to myself yesterday, maybe I do despise life. I don't want to be alive. That's true. But my passion for taking my own life, I can feel, is continuing to diminish, to the point where I don't want to do it. At most, I'll have suicidal thoughts. But I can fight them off easier these days. So I don't, I won't try to suffocate myself like I've been wanting to. I've been having suicidal thoughts every single day since the last half of December 2017, because I was in a very severe depressive mood. But going to the Super Bowl festival has not only helped, it gave me confidence that I should continue fighting. I shouldn't just... Okay, so here's the thing. If I give up now, I'm going to forever remain in the one apartment where I shouldn't be in, because I've killed myself here before. Well, I tried to kill myself here before. And I'm going to tell you right now, living in a place, wanting to move on from suicide while still living in the very place that you tried to commit suicide, not even a week after you moved in, is very difficult because to this day I still sleep and lay down in the very spot every single night, in the very spot where I tried to take my own life every single time. And I'm telling you right now, doing this actually makes me suicidal. Just sitting in the very spot where I tried to take my own life. I need to get out of here. I need a fresh, you know, even if I didn't do that here, I still need to move out because this place is pretty much unlivable. But so ultimately, I do need to move out sometime this year if I want to actually heal, because I feel like by coming back here, I'm only stalling my will to want to heal myself completely until I get out of here. So whatever progress that makes, it doesn't make a difference because I have to come back here. But anyway, it did give me enough confidence to continue going. I don't think at this point I want to give up anymore. It's just weird. It's just the weirdest feeling, to be honest with you, because I used to be so suicidal and depressed for so long. Now, depressed, and I'm still there, but my passion to take my own life is like almost dead. It's just like, you're not, even if you do it, you're gonna survive. You're not gonna do it because that's not what you want anymore. This is not what God wants for you because He wants you to be alive. You know that fate wants you to be alive because you're just meant to be here right now. This is fucked. People commit suicide and they usually die the first time. I tried it a dozen times and I still survive. I don't understand what's the importance of living. I do not understand it. So I still don't like life. I still honestly don't. I think if I died today, not only would that help benefit everyone else because I'm considered to be a nuisance, but that will also help me because I feel like me dying is the only way to achieve happiness. I honestly am convinced as long as I'm alive, I will always be miserable. Depression doesn't seem to ever go away. My social anxiety is still there. Which brings me to a point. Depression and social anxiety, no matter what mental health illness a person has, doesn't just go away by succeeding once or twice. I went to this Super Bowl festival twice, and I'm still scared of people. The only thing that's really changed is that I want to continue to fight. Continue to motivate. This was the tool that I needed to motivate myself to go out a lot more. If I want to help myself, especially with the social anxiety point, I need to go out frequently. Not just once in a while like I've been doing the past few years. I will go out and then hide for weeks at a time. I need to do this at least once or twice weekly to start. And going to closing night at the Super Bowl festival will help me. I think it will. Because there's a lot of people there, and I do mean a lot. It was hard to me, like, the few pictures I was able to take before my camera shut down because I forgot to charge it was ice sculptures, and it was really hard for me to take pictures because there's so many people there. And matter of fact, a lot of them were lining up to take group photos. So having people in the background in the photos, it was just impossible not for them to be in there because there's just too many people there. So maybe for my final video, I should just record me walking down there so you can get a sense of how many people are there and how bad I'm shaking my social anxiety. Because really, I was a nervous wreck at this place. It's thousands of people there, and I'm scared shitless. Sometimes I close myself up, like I have my my arms like close to myself as possible, because I'm looking left and right? Begging people to not touch me, do not look at me. When people do look at me, I start to lose it. I get nervous. I wonder what they want to do to me. How do they want to harm me? Um, so I have to keep doing this over and over and going to the Super Bowl festival. Has at least given me motivation to continue to go out more, because it gave me a taste of what real life is like. Um, you know, my real life used to be trying to hurt myself, trying to cut my wrist. I haven't done that in years, but I'm talking about basically when I was in my 20s. It was about wanting to hang myself, drinking something that I shouldn't be drinking, like Windex. I thought about drinking or overdosing at NyQuil at one point once I found out that was what somebody else used to do. Um, that was when I was living in this commitment house for 3 months because I attempted suicide. This was like when I was around 25. So once I found out that this person was at this house because that's what he did, or actually, I think he actually did it while he was there. I don't think, come to think of it, I think that's what it was. He did it while he was there, I believe. But it was such a long time ago. Anyway, so I thought about that, although I didn't do it. So my reality was always trying to kill my own reality. And I think I'm progressing to the point. I actually thought about this yesterday. I'm at a point now where I still hate life, but I will put up with it. So I think officially now I'm at the point, I'm at the put up with it stage. I don't like life. I still think I will always be a loser, but I will put up with living. I don't like it, but I guess that's what I have to do. I mean, at this point, I just don't see any way around it. At this point, I need to continue to focus on my mental health, and I need to get the fuck out of here. It's going to take me a long time to do that, but ultimately, I have no choice. Because if I stay here, I will try to hurt myself again. I already know what I need to do. And, like I said, this apartment I consider my cemetery, my grave, the place where I know I could commit suicide, and no one will ever know. So, that is a goal. I need to get the fuck out of here. But, on the plus side, I did go to the Super Bowl twice. I managed to take a few more extra pictures yesterday, and I want to go tomorrow, and I'm going to have to go early because tomorrow is the closing night, so I'm going to have to go early so I can try to get front row seats, front row standing, basically, and try to take video of the concert. And this is going to be the last time. The city is going to be extremely lit up with all these colorful lights, beautiful lights, just like circling on the buildings, up and down the buildings and stuff. I have to take much video as I can, so I'm going to probably show up more than likely early tomorrow, which will be harder because tomorrow's Sunday and buses are even less frequent, especially here in West St. Paul. Weekdays is usually around once or twice an hour, depending on what time it is, only once, but then it's guaranteed only once an hour, if not once every hour and a half on the weekend. So I'm going to have to make sure I schedule properly. But I am happy for myself, though. This gave me the motivation that I needed to continue on fighting. I don't want my life to be like this. It's just, my depression is like, when I look back, it's just, I'm asking myself, how the fuck did I get like this? No, I wish I had a supportive group, but that's not going to happen, because that will require other people to talk to me, and I'm too disgusting for it. So I'm going to have to continue to fight on my own.